Hello, we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to create an APA table for your research project. So what I have is a sample set of data. What I did to get this table in here is I just came to insert in my Google Doc and I said table. I chose the number of columns over and the number of rows down. Notice that I included my title and my notes as part of that table to start with. I found that it just kind of saves you some frustration with your formatting in your document as you move along. So we're going to start with the table number. So this is table, we're going to call it table 1, and it's going to be bold. Your table title, like what your table is about, is going to be in italics. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in italics. I'm going to merge these columns in case my title is really long. That will help fix the formatting there. So I have these column headings. I have widgets and I have red and yellow groups for my widgets. And then I also have the mean for these widgets and the standard deviation. So your leftmost column is going to be left aligned. This one it already is, but I'll go ahead and show you. Left aligned. And then your other columns are going to be centered. So we'll go ahead and center them. But notice that the decimal places are not aligned and there isn't a consistent number of digits. And so we're going to want to fix that. So if this is just 6, then we assume the level of precision. We're going to add 0.0. And so that gets things to line up there. Here, we don't want to have leading zeros. And so we can do this a couple ways. One way is I can put a dummy 0 in here, and then I'm just going to change the color to white, and then we're not going to be able to see it. And so that gets my decimal places to line up. So moving along down here, my notes, we're going to go ahead and merge this one too because I see the formatting is kind of funky. So merging my cells there. As we come down and we look at the notes, I would only include the notes if there is specific notes that go for your whole table. And so if it's general notes for your whole table, then they get listed in the notes section, and that is italics with a period, and then they would be listed here. And if there's multiple notes, then it would be comma, blah, 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 comma, blah, 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 comma, and then the last thing and a period. Also, if there are notes that are specific to anything within your table, you'll want to use those as a superscript. So you'll select it and go Format, Text, Superscript, and then we can copy that little superscript and stick it where we want it. So let's see. There we go. All right, so the last thing to do is to fix the lines within your table. APA has a 3-line kind of guideline. And so the way that I do this in Docs is I select the whole table. So you want to choose this one with all of the outlines, and we're going to change everything to white to start with. And then your first line is going to go below the title. So I'll come up here to where our column headings are, and then I'm going to select this one that shows the top of the box and see how it highlights that row of lines, and I'll change it back to black. I'm going to do the same, oops, it's going to move that. I'm going to do the same thing again for the bottom. There we go. And then our last